Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
I don't know why I did that. Hello, friends. Good day. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria is things seen like unto a dream. It's reality, but not. And I am here in Arkansas, and you can see there's a giant clock behind me. But there's also that's all my clothes in the closet because I try to be clean. And I have my whole desk set up here. I'm very proud of that too. The internet has been going in and out here every once in a while, so I have no idea how well it's gonna go, but we'll see. And I should thank our sponsors who are our friends. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to start with 3D2U, who are our friends who create personalized gifts for gamers. They're really, really awesome. I believe they are at Sparta coming up this week, so please check them out at the Sparta Renaissance Fair in New Jersey. 3d2u.org. I know that I think they have a Kickstarter that they launched, and I believe it is already backed, but there might be some stretch goals. So please check out their info, 3d2u.org. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. You might be able to get in on it. Then we also have other stuff like Destination D&D that's going to be happening coming up November 19th through 23rd. You can find that on renadventures.com. That is the newest thing that is coming up very shortly. There's also Destination D&D. You can look it up on destinationdnd.com for the Muncaster Castle trip, which I believe is happening sometime in June of 2025. So check out more information at destinationdnd.com or renadventures.com. So hopefully you guys will come and join. Also, this is the current book that is on sale. Dare, a collection of short fiction and poetry by me, Melissa Lee. I'm about to release my second book, and I will give you a title, which I'm very excited about, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, this is the current book that we have out there right now. It is available on Amazon. It's on Audible. And we're very proud of it. Tom has recorded it. I have recorded just the poems, but there's a bunch of different versions of it that you can enjoy. So however you like to consume written media, it's out there. Cool. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. The backer kit for 3D2U is funded, but it runs to October 31st. So if you want to get in on new cool things with 3D2U, definitely check out their info. Thank you, Sir David. Cool. Yeah, so, okay. Working title, but I think this is what we're going to go with. Okay, so it is. I'm writing it out now. Okay. Tentatively calling this Dread, Unnerving Tales and Poetry for Dark Nights. And it is going to be illustrated by Devin Borkowski, who's a really cool friend of mine who, she hasn't done much stuff here on Nat 21, but she does a lot of stuff. She works with Lords of Adventure. She works with Dice Knights. She works with the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. She does a bunch of stuff. She's a really awesome performer and artist, and I'm very excited to work with her to do the illustrations for all of my stuff. So I'm very excited for this. Also, cool thing, if you ever want to release a book on Amazon specifically, take a moment to like look up your title just to see if anybody else has put something in there. I did not originally go with dread. I think I was going to go with like fear. And then I looked up the word fear in Amazon, and even just like fear book. And there's a million titles that are called fear. And some of them are much more famous than I will ever be. I think there's like I don't know, like a Stephen King fear or something. But if you can dig out your thesaurus and come up with a bunch of synonyms, turns out dread only shows up, other than like Dreadlocks Dread as a title, I think only shows up like twice. So I have a much better chance of people just stumbling upon it by saying like, oh, look up dread on Amazon, and this is what will come up. So I'm very excited to see how far that takes me. But yeah, just some advice for the future, just in case. Anyway, we're going to do some creating today. And we'll make new things. Oh, also, if anybody wants to support us making this new book, because I'm actually going to kind of poll my audience today. Patreon.com/quill and quote. You have to type it in. It is an 18 and up situation because I use a lot of adult language and adult content. But originally I was going to publish a story called Dark Water, and I'm really reconsidering it for a lot of important reasons. It features Native people pretty heavily, and I spoke to a Native friend of mine who had some concerns, and I just don't know if I can dedicate the time and the effort it would take to make it better. fast enough to get it published. So I have 2 other short stories that I'm going to probably throw up on my Patreon today. If you are part of our Patreon crew, then you can kind of vote as to which one you think is better and should be included in the new collection. Also, important to note, and I will put this on advertising as well, which should be done today. If you join my Patreon for the $5 level, then I will send you a free digital version of the book when it comes out. It might not be as fancy as the finished version will be because it won't be printed out. But I am currently working on formatting the whole thing right now, which is a pain. But at the very least, you will have a full PDF version of all of the art, all of the writing, all of the credits, and everything else. It'll all exist. So if you're interested in that, patreon.com/Quill and Quote, go find me, join at the $5 level, and we will do some stuff. Thank you. Yay! Thank you, Sir David, for throwing that up. Patreon, Quill and Quote. Thank you. Okay. So, thank you, Sir David. Yes, I saw that Salier was in here too. I'm waiting for the physical one so that Salier can get it signed. Nice. I'm looking forward to it too. I'm very excited for where this is going so far. The art is coming in and it looks amazing, and I'm so thrilled. And I have an editor working on stuff with me too, so it's gonna be awesome. Very excited. Excuse me. Okay, so today we're gonna write stuff, and this is the way we usually do this. We have like a 5-minute timeline where we write things, and that's how I like to create art. You can take 5 minutes to create whatever kind of art that you want to create. You can draw something, you can write poetry, you can break out some paints real quick and see what you want to do. Sketches, you can record some music based on what we're about to talk about. But it is open to interpretation. The point is to take the time to sit down and actually spend time on your art. And especially now as a mom to an almost 1-year-old, I have a tough time dedicating the time to sitting down and creating anything ever. So this is my invitation for anyone in our audience, for anyone who's watching this later on, to just take the time to sit down and create. So that's what we're doing here, and we will be doing it together. Now, I will say that the piece of music that I picked for today, which I will be putting up shortly, is called Filaments by Scott Buckley, who is an Australian composer. And the tagline in it was, "Be emotional and melancholic music, be prepared to leave this planet." And I don't know what about that struck me, but I really liked the idea is prepared to leave this planet. I think that that's really cool. And I love that it is vaguely specific. What planet? But you're about to leave it. Why? I don't know. You get to come up with that too. But be prepared to leave this planet, I think, is a really cool start to something. So whatever we are writing about today or creating about today is be prepared to leave this planet. What is the date today? The 5th. Okay. So that's where we're starting. And now let's have an object. Any kind of object that you would normally not find on a spaceship. So I would assume things that normally get found on spaceships are like tubes, wires, electrical kits, spacesuits, buttons, knobs, all that kind of stuff. This would be an object that wouldn't normally be on a spaceship. Yes, rations, probably. there's the I remember being in grade school and getting to eat the like hydro frozen ice cream. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, so what is an object? And I like vaguely specific. So if it was a porcelain doll, maybe it was a not just a porcelain doll, but maybe it's like a blonde porcelain doll, something with like a little bit of extra something. When you picture someone said, I gave you some flowers, the flowers that you picture in your mind are going to be different for every single person. But if you say, I gave you some roses, or I gave you some daffodils, or I gave you some sunflowers, it changes drastically what your imagery is for that moment. So flowers is not specific enough. Type of flower is vaguely specific. It will give you an you know exactly what you're looking at. But the reasons why you gave somebody sunflowers could be completely different, could evoke different specific memories to you. So, okay. After prepping for Ren fairs, especially Sparta, my stuff is packed. I am ready to leave. I'm sure you know that feeling. Yes, I do, Sally A. Absolutely. Okay, so does anybody have an object that normally wouldn't be on a space shuttle that is on this particular space shuttle? Ooh, okay. Victoria Linda Fogg says a stuffed rabbit. That's cool. I like that. Anybody else have some cool ideas, thoughts, feelings? What is that? Langsiax? Sorry, Sir David, define that for me. What does that mean? Langsiax. Yeah. See, Victorian doesn't know either. Oh. You're in like a hangnail and just annoys you. Yep. A Viking age-long knife. Okay. I see where you're coming from on that. I'm gonna table. We probably wouldn't have knives on the space, although that is an object you wouldn't find on a spacecraft on a normal regular basis. A Viking age-long knife. Very true. You could do some fun stuff with that. I think we will go with the stuffed rabbit this time. So we're going with stuffed rabbit. Be prepared to leave this planet. Cool. And let's go with a time of day. Now, prepared to leave this planet could be any planet. We don't know yet. It could be anything. But a time of day would be an interesting twist to it. Like maybe it's early evening, maybe it's dawn, maybe it's dusk, maybe it's twilight, maybe it's deep night. Ooh, okay. Victorian London Fall says the witching hour. Also high noon. Ooh. I'm liking these. These are fun. I'm also curious, like, it wouldn't be high noon on Mars. Like, would it be high? Because they don't have a 24-hour cycle. It'd be like a high 6, high 6, high 18. Break of dawn, Sally A. I like that. Yeah, I'm just, It would be a good time of day, vaguely time of day. Give you a couple more seconds to figure something out. The sun at its highest point. Yes. Victoria London Fog. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever the Martian equivalent is of that. I could probably look that up. I'm not going to right now because I'm not going to spend too much time on research, but that is a cool detail that you could add if you were going to write a story about space. instead of it being high noon, maybe it's high 6 because that's when the according to the Martian time, the sun is at its highest point. Is it 6? I don't know. But yes. Those are small funky details that are really fun to throw into things like this. Okay, I'm going to go with break of dawn. So dawn on whatever planet you're on, the sun, whatever sun you've got, because it might not necessarily be Sol, it could be a whole other solar system. The sun is coming up. All right. So here's what we got for our prompts today. Be prepared to leave this planet. Stuffed Rabbit, Break of Dawn. It's a really good song by Michael Jackson. It's called Break of Dawn. Let me share this music. Gonna do a thing right now. Share screen. Bloop, bloop. Share. All right, and then I have to put it in the stream. Ta-da! Okay, cool. And I will put all of the relevant information in here as well. This is the official credits. Scott Buckley is the artist for this, which I'm putting officially in here. Filaments is the song. Music powered by the YouTube channel Breaking Copyright. Yeah, I know that sounds awful. I do appreciate copywritten music, and that's why I try to specifically avoid it in this instance, because I don't want to have to cause the channel to pay for extra things when all we're doing is just sitting around and creating stuff with one another. And that's a lot of fun. Anyway, let me go back up to the cool pictures. Music for videos. Haha. All right. And you will see more information about Scott Buckley on this video as it progresses. But I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Not stopwatch. Timer. All right, we're doing 5 minutes on the clock. It's going to go. It's going to make a noise, and you're going to know that it's done. But your prompt is, be prepared to leave this planet. Stuffed Rabbit, Break of Dawn. Include all of those things in whatever it is you're about to create. And I will see you in about 5 minutes. Enjoy. Finish up. You've got like 30 seconds. I want to give the song the moment. Ooh. That was a really cool piece of music. Thank you, Scott Buckley. That was sick. Okay. Boop. Oh, hi, Kara Chapel. Cool. I hope even if you didn't get a chance to participate live, that you'll be able to participate later. Okay. Our prompts were: be prepared to leave this planet, stuffed rabbit, break of dawn. So here's what I came up with, which I will share in our Discord shortly. The long countdown starts. I wish you were here with me, my love. I clutch your favorite toy to my chest as we do our final checks. When we venture out of the world to another, we leave behind so much. I know that, realize it. I never meant to be away so long, but we are leaving now. We are returning to you. Down to 5 minutes now. The old sweat outbreak I always get right before takeoff is comforting. After all we've been through to this point, I'm glad I'm still reacting accordingly. The countdown is steady. I take deep breaths, prepare for the G-forces. The backside of Seoul rises over the red horizon. How different will you be when I get home? How changed and beautiful and cunning and clever. How wild and wonderful. Can you feel the love I have for you even at this distance? You asked me to take your rabbit, that it will make me brave like it does when you go for your treatments. I gave you my watch in exchange. The rumble begins. Engines are go. We're coming back, my love. We're coming back with the cure you always needed. That took a turn drastically somewhere in the middle, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm just going with it. You ever heard that in your stories where you're just like, I'm writing something, and then what? That took a left. That's better than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was just going to be like, well, I'm going to go do this thing because I said I was going to do it. But every once in a while, I really surprise myself with something fun. Going to take a quick second to just thank all of our sponsors one more time. 3D2U, they have a backer kit that is up until October 31st. They've already been fully funded, but if you would like to back up their really cool projects, I think there's a lot of really good incentives on it. So 3d2u.org. Would like to thank Ren Adventures / Destination D&D. Both websites will get you pretty much to the same place. They're going to be doing their New Orleans trip coming up here shortly. And then they're going to be doing a Muncaster Castle tour in June, I think, of 2025. Also thanking ourselves. So we have Quill and Quote. Again, if you would like to enter at just the $5 level, I will send you a brand new copy of our book, just a PDF version. But I'm already getting a lot of the artwork in from my friend Devin Borkowski, which I'm very excited about. And I'm doing some final edits on the pieces and starting to format everything. So it's a slog, but it's worth it. So please feel free to check us out, Quill and Quote. On Patreon. You have to type it in, Quill and Quote. Otherwise, it doesn't come up. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Feel free to share your pieces on our Discord. We do have a Discord for Nat 21. And you can find that. I don't remember how to do that. Maybe someone in the comments does. There's a way to do the /! thing. But yeah, you can find us on Discord. That's where I'm going to share my piece right now. I'd love to see what you guys are creating. And if you are watching this later on, yeah, there it is. Thank you, Victoria London Fog. We are on Discord. Come join the discussion after hours with us here. I know there's a whole lot of discussion going on, not just on Flash Phantasmagoria, but it has there's like an after hours chat. There's a creating with a crew is a huge chat that happens all the time. And I think that's where Sally Ye and Sir David Percival are right now, because they're talking about using their smoker and creating some wonderful smoked meats, which is super cool. But yeah, check us out on Discord, join our community, communicate with us as we go along. Yeah, stay tuned tonight. I think tonight is the rotating show. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but tonight there will be a rotating show on our channel. So please subscribe to Nat 21 Adventures, and hopefully we will see you later on. Have a really great day. Stay safe. Be as happy as you can. Thanks.